light shining. That means it's time again for morning visits with Red. Good morning to you. It's my favorite time of the day. I just love that we get to be together, me and you, this way. Good morning, and welcome to the third day of Summer Gratitude Week. We're going to look at some of the things you're grateful for. Yeah. But first, I want to look at a word. It's a big one. It's called trustworthiness. It's kind of a cousin to truthfulness. Remember last week we looked at truthfulness and how it makes a really good foundation to build all of our virtues on? So trustworthiness is related to truthfulness. When you can trust someone, what does that mean? When you can really trust somebody? Well, it probably means you can trust them to tell the truth. It also means you can trust them to do what they say they're going to do. Be where they say they're going to be. Yeah. Now, none of us are perfect, but being trustworthy means you make a really, really, really strong effort to do what you say you're going to do. Well, let's look at the virtues cards. Remember, I have this virtue app on my phone, Virtues Cards app, and let's look at what trustworthiness says. Trustworthiness is being worthy of trust. You can be counted on. When you are trustworthy, if you make a promise or a vow, you keep your word, no matter how hard it becomes. Others can rely on you. They can trust that if it is at all possible, you will do what you said you would do, even if it becomes really hard. You keep your word. Trustworthiness. And on the back, it says the practice of trustworthiness. What does it look like? Okay, if I'm trustworthy, I speak truthfully. I think before I promise something to be sure I can do it. That's really smart. Before you promise to do something, you make sure it's something you can actually do. I remember to do what I promised to do. I follow through. I persevere. I keep going, even when I feel like doing something else. That happens, doesn't it? You say you're going to do something, and when it's time to do it, gosh, you wish you were doing something else, right? There's another opportunity to do something fun, but you said you would do it. So you do it because you're trustworthy. And the last one is, I let nothing stop me from keeping my word. That's how important our word is. When we say something, it's really important to back it up with actions. So, I have a song called Trustworthiness. The original version is kind of slow. It doesn't feel like a summer version. So we're going to do an up-tempo version of Trustworthiness. Trusting you, trusting me. Trust that goes both ways, keeps our lives in harmony. Trusting you, trusting me. You can always trust that what I say is true, and everything I do will always be built on trusting you, trusting me. When I feel safe around you, I can just let go and be who I am. When folks you can trust surround you, somehow you always know where you stand. Trusting you, trusting me. Trust that goes both ways, keeps our lives in harmony. Trusting you, trusting me. what I say is true, and everything I do will always be built on trusting you, trusting me. Built on trusting you, trusting me. Built on trusting you, trusting me. Oh, yeah. Trustworthiness. Wow. Keeping our word. Following through. Doing what we say we're going to do. All those things. Telling the truth. Wow. And being worthy of trust is one of the highest compliments that anyone can give you. Yeah. So let's see what people wrote that they're grateful for this week. Okay? Here we go. For Summer Gratitude Week, Wanda writes, I'm grateful for my family, your morning visits and weekly concerts, and my gazebo where it is so peaceful. A gazebo is kind of an outdoor structure. It's kind of open air, and you can sit there and be surrounded by nature. Yeah. Molly and Ari say that they are grateful for playing with their favorite stuffed animals and cars, each other, their brother and sister, eating banana waffles and also candy, swimming at their summer cottage, grandparents because they spoil us, and our morning visits with Red. How nice. Another summer day. Beautiful. Okay, so tomorrow is a concert. I'll see you there. Write in the feed, say hello. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Zoodle-dib-dib-dib-a-doob-a-dib-a-doob-bop.